Hey everyone, and welcome to Teaching with Sierra. Today's video is Holidays Around the World unit. If you are a preschool teacher or an elementary school teacher just like myself, that is the reason why I wanted to do this video. This is one of my absolute favorite units to teach when I was working in the preschool. And of course, I can't necessarily do it in the elementary school setting, but I thought I'd share it here on my. So for Holidays Around the World, I have created a PDF basically, or a PowerPoint as I would say for right now. And it's just talking about like holidays around the world unit. So when talking about holidays around the world, why you should teach a holiday around the world unit is because teachers are preparing our young students to be world citizens. It's never too early to get started. And of course, Holidays Around the World unit is for lower elementary school, but it's also for preschool. And it's often their first exposure to different places, traditions, and customs. And I love being their witness to their curiosity, to see like it come to life for to embrace the different cultures. And of course, if you have students who celebrate these holidays and traditions, it becomes even more meaningful. Teaching holidays around the world also provides opportunities for students to reflect on their own traditions and compare and contrast them with others. Plus, holidays around the world units are fun-filled, and easy. And it helps you to survive until winter break, which is what we all need. Am I right? That is right. So when you're planning your holiday around the world unit, you're going to start to begin to plan it. And there's a few things that you want to keep in mind. First of all, like how detailed you can get. And the unit can really become like so deft in details that it can literally take over your classroom and your classroom life. But it doesn't have to. So students will be just engaged as you, if you treat it like it's a regular research unit, I promise. So here are some questions that you want to ask yourself when you're planning how your holiday around the world unit. So like how much time can I dedicate to this each day? Do I have any students who cannot learn about holidays and need alternative activities? How can I align these activities to the standards I need to teach? Can I incorporate the holidays around the world into like core subjects like math and writing? How do I prep each day? How much do I need to prep each day? And then of course, like how many countries we're gonna learn about, any food allergies when you're like preparing snacks for each country, and then what books can you use to teach those holidays. So here we are getting ready to go around the world, and to go around the world, students need their luggage together along with their passports and tickets. So here are some of the activities that students can do to get. So there is a suitcase that you all can basically just go to Google and find and print it off. Make sure that you make a handle for your suitcase. Your suitcase paper can get glued to construction paper and go just like that. You do need a ticket. I would print multiple tickets because you're going to different places. That way everything can go into their luggage. So that's the way that you create the suitcase. Basically you'll need passports as well, which is where this comes into play. So you can find multiple reprintable resources on Google in order to print off a passport. This one came from a website, beyondimaginationplay.com. It just gave you like a passport number, fake number, names, date of birth, date of issue, and where on the map you're traveling. So I really like that. All right, so here it is right here, just a fake passport. I like that we can fold it into 4 and they can have it for each of the places that we visit. And of course, to get the tickets ready, to get them hyped up of where they're gonna go and like the places that you've picked out, you can get a ticket, and they'll need a ticket for each place. So make sure that you print out enough. And to make it really, really cute, you can have your students stand outside the classroom and have them line up, and then they give you the ticket and they come and sit on the carpet, and then you put on like a YouTube video of an airplane flying and pretending. And of course, kindergarten students are great at pretending. So when you're visiting each country, the students will complete several literacy activities and crafts. These activities will become predictable, but will contain different content to keep them interested as it goes around the world, which will help them to develop an idea of what to expect. As we learn about each country, we also make sure to discuss that while some people celebrate these holidays and traditions in that country, not everyone does. Just like our class, everyone is different and has different traditions, and that is okay. So some ways that you can work on things in the classroom with each country is like reading a nonfiction book. So starting off by reading a nonfiction book about the customs and traditions of each country, you can print it off like a book and bind it like it's a real book and display it on the screen to the students. Each book is packed with full of fun facts and holidays about where they're learning about and how it's celebrated in that country. And for extra holiday around the world fun, you can also find read alouds that feature that holiday and use them as interactive read alouds for the day during your literacy block. You also can write about the country, so students can create a book that they learned about, like where they're writing about each country and its holiday. Writing sheets give the students the opportunity to color each country's flag and then write and illustrate 3 things that they learned about the country. So that is just one way that you can do that. You also can find multiple things on Teachers Pay Teachers. I found this one on Teachers Pay Teachers for free. It's a holiday around the world scrapbook. You put a name, and basically there are different ones like America, Australia, Brazil, Germany, Japan, and Liberia, Mexico, and Italy. And you could color in the flag. You can draw a picture of something that you might see, what foods they eat, what is their holiday traditions and holiday greetings. And it also gives you a map up here of where they are located. So that's really great. Some different writing pages are included like in different Teachers Pay Teachers activities that are free, and you can choose what's going to work best for you. Some people have pages like this where they're learning about the holiday and writing things that they learned, and then coloring in the flag like I stated before. So of course you can create arts and crafts projects with the holidays around the world. So one of those is just like doing St. Lucia Day in Sweden, the poinsettia in Los Posados in Mexico, a lantern for Ramadan in Egypt. So students can create several crafts and arts projects to align with each country, such as the ones that I just named. And then, of course, students will enjoy making the crafts, and you can model how to create the craft using digital slides. And one of those ways that we can do that is there are plenty of ways that will show you how to make certain crafts. So there's a broomstick craft where you will just need ribbon, scissors, a stick, glue, and a brown paper bag. And you just cut it up like that, roll it around the stick, glue it, and then of course tie it, and it would make a broomstick craft. This is the part where we get to the holidays around the world centers. Not only can we do crafts and learn about like what it's like over there and how they celebrate each holiday, but it's an easy way to lean into the holiday fun and incorporate holidays around the world into your math and literacy centers. So you're keeping the learning going, but students will be so much more engaged. So some math and literacy centers, the great thing about these holiday around the world centers is that they include interactive standard-based activities that are themed to match each country. These holiday around the world centers were designed with pre-K through kindergarten in mind. Included are 3 math centers and 3 themed literacy centers that you can do for the holidays. And of course, they cover a wide range of skills so that you can always find something that will work for your learners. So you could do an alphabet matchup. You also could do graphs and things like that. Not only can you do math centers, but math centers are going to focus on the skills such as addition, subtraction, number sense, 10 frames, missing numbers, and more. Some of the literacy centers are going to focus on things such as like sound, beginning sound, CVC words, ending sound, syllables, letter matching, and more. So you could do like 10 frames, counting syllables, and stuff like that. I think one of the favorite things to do is the writing centers, because they're so easy for students to just work on writing. Kindergarten, we're just like, getting the hang of doing writing. And one of the things that we want to do is incorporate these things perfectly with each holiday, while also giving students practice with skills such as labeling, beginning sound, sentence writing, alphabet writing, story writing, and more. So I'm sure that you guys can find story starters that would go with the holidays. So there are 14 different activities included. They're all different, and these activities will be perfect for your writing center for the month of December if you choose to. And of course, last but not least, you can do like some labeling, and of course, like our Write the Room with labeling and things like that. So in all, there are plenty of things on Teachers Pay Teachers and Google that are going to help you with doing holidays all around the world. If you are a teacher and just want to go ahead and like get the extra help ahead of time, finding things that you can print off is the best thing to do for sure. I know that this one that I printed off here tells you all about holidays around the world. So basically how they do it in England and Finland, Mexico, Italy, New York, Finland, France, and things like that. And then of course I have some other printables that just talk about what they make, how they celebrate and things like that. And you could easily like make copies of this and have them glue it into their suitcases and passports and things like that. So it's just one thing that I love to do each and every year around December is get to know the different holidays and how they celebrate holidays around the world. So if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button down below, and don't be afraid to comment.